Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Spooked. The Scary Story Improvised Podcast. I'm Damien Depping.
I'm Colin Maury.
I'm Cody Crane.
All right, we're trying it again there.
Yep. Here we are.
Another week, another dollar.
If you didn't say we tried it again there, no one would ever
I'm
know.
talking about this week.
Oh.
We're doing this again for another fucking week.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, of course. No, yeah, nothing wrong with that
That's what I'm
statement.
talking about. What are
No.
you talking about?
Yeah,
I was
we're-
talking about Russ screwing everything
What are you
up.
talking about? He's
This is our 100th time trying this intro.
Yeah.
I think that is-
We've been here since last Friday.
yeah. We haven't left, and Russ has just been screwing us over.
No, he hasn't.
No, I'm kidding. Russ. We love you.
Russ.
We love you, Russ.
Yeah, we do. We missed you last week.
Yeah, it was weird.
You should have came over. We would have hung out.
Yeah, it would have been
Yeah.
a party.
Yeah,
Did
thanks
you
for
did you
coming
lose your
over.
Evite?
Must have.
Oh,
It was my birthday, Russell, and you were clearly missing.
You're drooling a little there, bud.
yeah. Geez, do you need a napkin to wipe that up?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay.
Oh, enough about my drool. We got a guest here. We got Caleigh the Grand here.
Hi.
How are you?
Have you ever had such a great intro?
Well, I've never seen somebody drool during an intro, so that was new for me.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was
yeah,
drooling
Yeah.
the
That was a
whole
lot.
time.
Yeah. And I'm well. I'm doing well. Thank you for
You're welcome.
asking.
Frothing at the mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just really excited.
Jeez.
I'd venture to guess how each of you is doing. I think it's pretty evident how Cody's doing.
Oh yeah.
With
Yeah.
the drooling and
He's
the cast.
Yeah.
Falling apart at the seams.
Yeah, he's just breaking down.
This could be my last episode.
But you're going out in style. I feel like your audience members need to know that with the cast, you have a real swagger hat on that says Southpaw, which is hilarious because now
Yeah.
you're going to be mistaken for Jake Gyllenhaal walking in the streets.
Yeah.
No one's seen your cast on.
No.
No,
yeah.
video. There you go.
You should see the
him.
other guy.
Yeah, if you're listening.
Look at him. The other guy. The
Yeah, I got a sweet shot of it.
Yeah. If,
The other guy's car door.
Yeah.
yeah.
if you're listening, start watching and see how Jake Gyllenhaal-esque
Yeah.
I am.
Oh my God.
But back to you, Caleigh.
Yeah.
You're an actor.
I am.
Yeah. You're an improviser.
I do that.
Yeah. You're a podcaster, too.
I have one of those things. Yeah, I have an episode recording coming up next week here.
Wow.
Yeah. Whoa. You're on the
Or
Sonar
the week
Network.
after. I'm on the Sonar Network. Yes, I am.
As well as us, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
we're on the
man.
Sonar Network.
Yeah.
What was that?
We're on the Sonar Network.
Oh my God.
What a coincidence.
We're
Wait,
all,
you're on the Sonar?
You're on.
We're
you,
all.
oh,
Wait, Colin, you're on the Sonar Network?
Yeah, I'm on the Sonar Network.
Wait, Colin, you're here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh,
When
man.
did you
What?
get here?
I've
Oh,
been
man.
here. I haven't left.
It's a lot of revelation going on. I'm really excited to be here.
Well, our audience will have like a sneak peek of what's being released next week. Which episode of your podcast is being released, and tell us everything that happens during it, so we can drop it
You
hot a couple
just-
days before.
You just want to hear about the recording we did with you.
Yeah.
Which is going to come out in another probably year and a half
Yeah.
because it's
Good.
the first.
Keep it on the shelf.
First of all, normally our episodes are we try to keep it about an hour in length because it
Yeah.
is more of a talk show, so we are allowed to go at length, but we find that the ones that are a little bit shorter people do tend to listen to more. So we had Cody as an interviewee on recently, and we ended up sitting and talking about nothing for about 3 hours, I think.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get no listens.
Yeah.
No listens.
A 3-hour pod. Everyone's gonna see 3 hours and be like, "No, thank you."
From a guy we don't even know? No way.
It's also the first episode that I've tasked Tanya with editing. So not only does she's trying to do it on like her old Mac that only works when it's plugged into the wall.
Yeah.
She's never used editing software for audio, and
okay.
and it was 3 hours, and there weren't really many breaks where it's like, here's a good ending, or here feels like full circle. It was like,
Yeah.
what tangent are we on,
Yeah.
and why have we talked about a lot of past regressions in Caleigh's life? So,
This might just be one of those like no edit episodes, and it is going to be 3 hours
Oh,
long.
you
Bring
can
on the
release it
non sequitur.
Release it in 2 parts.
yeah.
You trashed your ex-boyfriend. I trashed all of Toronto
No.
comedy.
It was all of
Oh
Toronto
my
comedy
God.
hates you now. I just spoke my truth.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Are you trying to
Oh my
bar us
God.
from every venue ever?
Okay,
We-
well, I complimented Jerry D though.
That
Quite
was
nicely.
literally the only. I don't know what you have for him, but you really want on that show.
The views of Cody Crane do not reflect the views of Spooked Podcast.
No, he does not speak for us.
No. He speaks for his
Fine.
own.
Yeah.
I'll only deliver my own headshot to Jerry D then, jerks.
Oh my god.
But let's talk about your podcast. We're totally not
Yeah.
okay for the folks at home that haven't heard it yet.
Yeah, sure.
Tell them about it.
Yeah, well,
Drop a little-
we're totally not okay as a podcast that focuses on the intersection between mass media culture and mental health, the cross section between the two. And Tanya Bevan, my co-host, and I, we started it up because of some of the conversations we just kept having after workshops and classes for actors. And the conversations we were having, we realized we wanted more of these talks about, I guess you could say, where the fuck actors go in their head when they play another character and how you get back from that and the safety that entails with that and how people don't entirely understand what we're doing, what our job is, and kind of how nuts it is. And so that ended up leading to conversations with our psychotherapy guru, Rose Zammit, who has her own practice, and she's also a producer for film and television, and she used to be a lawyer, and so she does a million different things. And she was kind of this instigator, a catalyst for bringing it into, I guess, materializing it into existence. And initially, we talked about only interviewing other people in the entertainment industry, but it quickly ballooned into interviewing people outside of that sector. We had, for instance, one of our guests was this tech guru who helped develop robots that helped doctors diagnose and suggest treatments for people with different mental illnesses.
Oh, wow.
And so we're also just now privy to having these conversations with people who know so much about such interesting things that are so far outside of our world. And that's also part of what we love being actors, is that you always get to, like, say you want to play an architect, you actually have to go learn what an architect's life is like. So now we're also kind of sucking up all these experiences that maybe we'll use later in our craft, but we're also figuring out what that intersection is between, you know, where we are today in today's day and age with technology and media, and how that's not only affecting us personally or how that's affecting the craft in our business, but then how we are bringing our own experiences and our own talent and craft into the weaving of those pieces of media and putting it back out there for culture, for consumption.
So what's the biggest thing that you've learned so far from starting it to being where you are right now?
Tanya swears a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You
most of
didn't
my
know that
editing.
before?
Wow.
It's all just editing of taking the word. Am I allowed to swear on this?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. So she loves the F word. But she also, there's this other personality to her we call Cunty T, that sometimes, like, if
Oh,
she
you're
has,
not allowed to say that
Oh,
one.
no.
Oh,
That's the
shit.
only word we're forbidden.
you can, Russ can bleep that out, right?
Yeah.
I feel like this is defamation for Tanya will attest to this, and I love her for it. But she has this side of her where, like, if she doesn't sleep enough, or if she's like not had enough coffee, if I don't bring her the coffee, and we can both be that way, but we just nicknamed her. I think we're renaming her though. There's Mildred is kind of in the mix right now. Or maybe she has multiple personalities.
I want hashtag Cunty T to start trending.
Okay, listeners, there you go. Here's your opportunity to hop on that trend while it's hot.
Yeah.
Do you not keep swearing in your podcast?
Yeah, you know what? It just, after the third episode, I mean, I don't remember how many times I tried to edit it out when we first started, because I do all of the editing myself. I produce it myself. And I got to a point where I'm like, yo, you just gotta be you. I guess I need to let people see the real us. Like, that's kind of part of the process, is opening up and being vulnerable the same way that we do with our craft, but now bringing that part of the conversation into what we're doing. So I'm like, I guess we need some fucks.
And I guess if you keep having the beeps, it'll just sound like you're trying to send a Morse code message to the listeners. People are trying to code it, and that's just going to waste a lot of time.
You should hide a code in there.
With the swear word
national
beeps?
treasure. You should make like a map.
Oh, Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
With a
Now
map
you're-
with the bleeps.
Now you're getting into the alien talk conspiracy
Yeah.
theories.
I bet if you brought the robot on, he could tell you about that.
Ooh.
Or she. Or they. It's a robot. I guess it doesn't have a gender.
Did you have the robot
It.
on as well?
No, so we.
That'd be so cool.
That's my goal in life, to
Yeah.
interview a
Yeah.
robot and just like end up falling in love with it by the end of it.
Yep.
But
Him. Them.
Robot.
not even just robot.
I mean, Was Bicentennial Man? I
Yeah.
guess that-
So many movies about robots now that I don't even
Yeah.
know which one we'd be plagiarizing.
I thought my episode was the robot one, but that's
You know what I do want to do
makes
someday?
sense.
I want to take a lie detector test, and I want to use that as my gauge as to whether or not I've fully immersed myself into certain characters. Like, I'm not allowed to go on stage, or I'm not allowed to go in front of the camera until I convince this lie detector that I am this character.
Sounds
Anyone want to donate one?
Sounds expensive.
Yeah.
Because it's less just the detector. You need the technician
person.
to do it. Because
Yeah.
most of what they gather from those tests are from the person running the test.
Okay, well, if that guy can also make espresso,
Probably.
we're golden.
Probably.
That's all I really want for Christmas.
I mean,
Christmas in June, May. Where are we?
Cody can make an
Yeah.
espresso.
yeah, that's true.
Cody can make a mean espresso.
I can do
make
it too.
espresso.
But
Can you read a polygraph
No.
test?
No,
No?
no.
Oh,
I
okay.
can't.
This interview is over.
Yeah.
Next, you can audition process.
We should get one of those ones where whenever you lie, it shocks you.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
want that at all.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of that kind of thing because I'm not a liar, but obviously Colin.
I lie through my teeth all the time. I can't stop. Won't stop.
I'm just a self-sabotager, so I would like that process.
Nice. Nice.
Bring it on.
I think Colin, you're the only person I've still hear say lie through my teeth.
What? Is that why do people not say that anymore?
I don't think so. That's a parent's
Am I
line.
dating myself here? Like,
But it's still understood. I mean,
Yeah.
yes,
It
I have
still
not heard it
is.
in a very long
I got
time,
what you
Colin,
mean.
but
I was less.
I know what it is.
No, I
but-
know what it was. It's more. It's just an interesting phrase. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
any adage or old colloquialism that has to do with teeth reminds me of one of my ex-boyfriends.
Oh.
Oh.
Going
Did he
back
have a
to
lot
that
of teeth?
Yeah.
No, he just always used to, whenever he had to go pee, he would say,
Oh,
gotta pee through my teeth?
No, his back teeth are floating.
yeah, that
Yeah,
his
that
teeth
stupid
were
one.
floating. And
Ugh.
it was such a disgusting
never
mental
heard that.
It
image.
just means you have a mouthful of piss and you gotta get
Yeah,
rid
like
of
your
it.
Oh.
like your pee is so full, your bladder swell is like up to your teeth, basically.
Oh.
But then it just
Yeah.
made me picture piss in his mouth.
Yeah. See.
So I broke up
Yeah.
with him.
At this point, I feel like you're just dying to bash every boyfriend on any
Is that a
podcast.
bad-
Do you have a
No,
list
look,
you
I'm
want to
just-
check off?
I'm just letting them know don't use colloquialisms about teeth and piss together.
Forget the scary story. Let's get some dirt.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Welcome
That
to
is the
dirt.
scary. No. Oh god. Too much of my truth will come out in the scary story. Don't worry.
Okay.
But speaking of scary, let's dive more into that. Do you believe in ghosts?
I don't know if the word ghost. First of all, I have a weird relationship with labels, but
Like.
yeah.
Let's go back to those ex-boyfriends.
Oh, jeez.
No, but I don't know if I would necessarily use the word ghost. I do believe in, for instance, I believe in energy, and when your corporeal form says kaput, I don't think that your energy necessarily just disappears. I believe it does carry on in some sort of way, and whatever energy you would have manifested in that lifetime or from previous lifetimes, because I think I do believe in a sort of reincarnation. So I think that energy, if it's not in a corporeal form, it exists somewhere, and sure, it still has the ability to interact with energy that we can see and feel and interact with, or our own cells. But I don't know. I don't know if I would use the word. I just think the word ghost has so many stigmas attached to it already.
Yeah.
Funny, it's kind of the way that I talk about different mental health disorders too.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I don't use labels.
Yeah.
I'm just in like a dark phase, guys.
And that's all well and good, but can these energies
Mhm.
knock over a vase?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
I'm
Yeah,
on
so
board
they
then.
can still interact with the material world that we live in.
Yeah.
Okay, but we just can't perceive the energy?
I think
Or
that's
we
an
can?
individual thing, and that's a mindset.
Okay.
I think this was the part where we definitely lost Damien.
No, you lost me a while ago. It's fine.
He lost me at piss and tea.
That's where I got hooked in.
You gotta be such a loser that after you die, all you fucking do is go to someone's house and open the cabinets every once in a while. And he's like, yeah, this is,
You don't know anyone like that?
Every ghost is a
this
college
guy.
bro thinking they're pranking someone by opening their cupboards.
Oh, yeah. Putting the mustard in the cabinet. That'll teach him.
I put pillows in the oven.
That's a
sounds
fire
very
hazard.
dangerous,
That's
yeah.
a very bad thing to do.
Yeah, that's not just a bro
Well,
anymore.
hey, I didn't
Oh,
turn the
that's-
oven on.
Yeah, you went from-
Anarchist.
He just wanted to warm his pillows up.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a paranormal experience?
Yes, but a lot of my paranormal experiences, and I don't know if I would call them paranormal because it wasn't necessarily, they weren't experiences that I remember having, believing that it was something else, some other energy doing something to me or around me.
Mm-hmm.
It was always things that I felt like I was manifesting. I remember when I was about, I must have been 5 or 6. I used to go skiing every year with my family up north, and on one ski trip, the first time that we ever decided to try night skiing, I got cold, and my mom said, okay, you ski down to the chalet, and I'll stop and let everyone know at the top of the hill that you're cold. We're going in for hot chocolate. So I'm like, cool. Ski down to the bottom really quick. I was a great skier, guys. And I stood there at the bottom, and like within moments of getting to the bottom of the hill, I just started bawling my eyes out. And my sister came down not too long afterwards and just like, what's going on with you, kid? And I said, something's wrong with Mom. And she said, yes, how did you know that? And I'm like, I don't know, but something is absolutely wrong with her. She's like, she hurt herself. The paramedics are with her. She said that she'll be okay. She wanted me to come down and let you know. And then my grandfather, her father, skied down. He finds us. He's like, what the hell are you crying for? I'm like, Mom hurt herself. And he's like, that was your mother? He had stopped, offered to help this woman who had fallen. And what she essentially did is she got her foot stuck in the fresh like plow snow and went to turn and ripped her knee, tore all the ligaments. So she just like sat down, and the paramedics ended up coming very quickly. Somebody on the ski lift like called them or something. And as he was offering help, she's like, yeah, let Caleigh know that I'm going to be okay. And he's like, oh, is that your daughter's name? She's like, yes. She's like in massive amounts of pain, not even able to comprehend what's going through his head. I guess because she had like ski goggles and covered him in blankets and stuff. He just didn't recognize her.
He was losing
And
it.
so as soon as he realized, when we told him at the bottom of the hill that was Mom, he's like, I got to get the camera. And he just goes off to the car to go take photos to commemorate this moment. But
Riding back up the ski lift. Oh, cool.
yeah, I got aerial shots to commemorate.
That's the appropriate response to a bad situation.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
my mom right now she just went through something, so she's in the hospital at the moment. But I guess she fell asleep with her like hands on her chest, and her boyfriend took a picture of her and sent it to her friend saying she's gone, and then sent a text right after saying to sleep, like immediately after, just to fuck with her.
Oh,
my
that's so
God.
cruel.
So she just told me that yesterday, so that was a fun story.
Terrible sense of humor.
Sounds like something I would do.
Terrible sense of humor.
Yeah. But that's
But she's fine, so don't.
Good.
worry.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, she went to sleep. She's awake now.
okay. She was just like a night's sleep. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it might have been during the day. I don't know.
Good rest.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I don't know when this was. I didn't ask for a time.
Can I get a timestamp on
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Should I call her right now?
Maybe.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
we're all getting a little nervous.
All right.
You know what
All the
Oy.
nervous energy. But yeah, so when I was younger, I used to have moments of just things that I just knew, and I don't. It wasn't something that I could ever really explain. And I have had moments. There's still this one. This is gonna sound outlandish. I was, I think, a little bit younger, but I remember coming home from a movie or something. My mother and my father and my sister and I got out of the car, and they walked up to the front porch to go into the house, and I saw like, okay, maybe this is an external entity of some sort of ghost, quote unquote, story. It was shaped like a raccoon, and it was on, it was on my rooftop.
So a raccoon on your roof.
Sure, if you want, like, you know what, it was the same shape as it, but I'm not gonna full out label it that. Maybe it was a raccoon. Maybe it was Peter Pan
You
on
hate
my
to give
roof.
animals labels
You
too.
must have a hard time at the zoo. It's like, That's not what I would call it.
Ask it what it wants to be called. But I stood on the back of the back bumper of the car because I knew that this raccoon-shaped entity had the power to finally bring one of my dreams to realization, which was flying. So I jumped off the back of the car and I hovered for a solid, inappropriate amount, irrational length of time, and then screamed out to my family, and they didn't see. But my friend it was about preschool. I think it was about preschool time, circa preschool. I got back to school the next day and told my friend Andrew about it, and he's like, yeah, that was me on your roof. So, I mean, there's a confirmation.
So your friend Andrew's a raccoon?
Yeah, and he saw, he's a shapeshifter.
Oh, cool.
I'm
Always
assuming.
wanted to meet one.
Who can grant temporary bouts of hover.
Yeah, so he saw it.
Okay.
So I did have a witness. I don't know where he is now. That was in
Probably
preschool
off in the
days.
clouds somewhere.
Probably. Never land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Taking shape with raccoons still.
Yeah, probably.
So I hope that explains sort of where my understanding lies with ghosts
Mhm.
and my belief system.
I think I had an idea, and then the last story just threw me for a loop.
You just add it too. Layer it on.
Yeah.
Layer it
Yeah.
on.
I'll later it on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to take the evening to figure this one
Oh
out.
man.
Yeah, trying to decipher what that was like. I was like, oh, okay.
All your listeners get it. They
Yeah.
get me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
they
They
get-
my peeps now.
Well, just that story took such a turn that I just wasn't expecting at all.
That's how you tell a good story, Cody.
Yeah,
Element
yeah.
of surprise.
I mean, congratulations.
Thank you.
You won the podcast.
Oh God! Can I
Oh,
take this
yay.
yeah. home with me?
Yeah, you're the host now.
Oh,
Yeah,
amazing.
Russ, you can just
All
cut
right,
it.
see you guys
can
later.
cut it
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. We're done.
It's just you and Care hosting now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
Care.
going.
Where is Care?
We don't
Hashtag
know.
Care don't care.
Oh
Yeah.
no, Care Bear.
Have you invited him out?
No, we
Okay,
don't. We
so-
don't.
You
want
don't
him
even
here.
invite him
No.
out.
So that's
Isn't he one of your
He's only,
hosts?
he's
Yeah.
only here in image.
The favorite.
Yeah.
host.
He's
We
literally
do
etched
polls.
onto the outside of this box.
Yeah.
Mm.
He'll
well,
be here.
Well, we didn't do it. Someone else did. So
Yeah, a ghost.
If you watch the video, he's looking through the window.
Yeah, you can always spot him looking through the window.
I
Oh.
wouldn't deny that.
did you ever have those cameras? They were disposable cameras, but they would
Like the
randomly
Kodak
put.
ones?
Yeah, it doesn't matter what the brand is. That's not the point of the
does.
story.
It's a Kodak
Sponsorship opportunity.
All right, forget it. The story doesn't matter anymore. Let's get on
Good,
with
let's
it.
go.
This is totally.
Anyway, so what I was saying, you ever get
podcast.
those disposable
Oh,
cameras, and when you take the picture, it'll put like a ghost in the picture.
No, that's just a ghost.
It's like it's a whole roll of film, and it'll put like a different ghost in
No,
each
those
picture.
are just ghosts that were there.
No, it's a camera that you buy.
Okay. We agree to disagree.
Like a Halloween edition?
Yeah, it's like a Halloween camera.
Yeah.
oh,
yeah.
How
Fool
did
your friends.
Halloween? Did you say Halloween?
Halloween? Halloween? Halloween?
Like how do you spell?
Say it
How do you
again.
spell it? Am I
No, I'm not.
intently
I'm not.
watching
No,
this
no,
now?
no, 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 no. I'm not. No, no, no.
Not today.
Not today.
Not today, Satan.
Not gonna make me spell.
My teacher tried. They couldn't get it out of me.
Didn't work for anybody. Nope, not doing it. Nope, can't make me.
Strong-willed.
Well, we got a story to tell.
Ooh.
Let's all draw positions here. Go ahead there. We can
All
open
right.
them up.
What did I get?
Oh, I know what I got.
Oh, you guys are gonna be so happy.
Well, I drew the swing,
I too drew a swing.
so we have no responsibility in the story. We can come and go as we please.
Great.
Anything we want to do.
I drew the celebrity, so I'll be doing a celebrity impression throughout the story at some point. Cody is going to give me a celebrity. He's going to give me 4 options from a random celebrity generator, and I'm going to pick one of them, and I'm going to do that impression at some point in the episode.
And I am the narrator, so I am gonna throw whatever twists and turns I want throughout this
Oh, yeah.
telling.
We'll give you a little thing to get that started. Do we want to do the character first?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
let's do it.
what are my celebrity options?
Line them up.
Yeah.
So you got Jean-Anne Goosen,
Who?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Maria Sharapova.
Okay. The tennis player?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My good pal Ian Somerhalder.
I don't know who
Ian
that is.
Somerhalder.
And Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, that's
Oh.
easy. Sylvester
Ah,
Stallone.
We've done Stallone a million times.
Yeah, do Ian Somerhalder.
Yeah, dude.
No, I've already done generic white man
Dude,
so many
dude,
times.
on-
generic
Kaylee
tennis player.
LeGrand.
Who's the
You
tennis
just
player?
met me.
Maria
I'm
Sharapova.
gonna stick
Yeah, do
with Sly.
Sharapova.
My Sharapova is just gonna be limited to grunts. because that's
All
it's
right.
tennis.
Oh,
that's,
so you're gonna reduce her to grunts because she's
No,
a
she-
female tennis player?
I've never heard the
Tennis.
woman speak before.
I didn't know how Danica Patrick sounded like 2 years ago, but I still did it.
Well,
Ian
I'm doing Sly.
Somerhalder from Vampire Diaries, of course, and Boone from Lost.
I've never seen
No
any of
reference.
it.
I haven't watched either of those shows.
Ian Somerhalder, of course, a dreamboat, as they would call him.
Oh.
Well, I'm gonna stick with the old tugboat Sly.
Tugboat.
Yeah, I don't know.
One's a dreamboat, and one's a tugboat.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
are you
Right.
playing the like? Is that your name?
No, I'll just be doing an impression of them. Like I'll come in as that character.
But
at
you
some
can have a
point.
different character.
But I can
name.
do as many other characters as I'd like.
And
as
you
well.
can be as many characters as you'd like, as well as the narrator, if you want to pile on responsibility.
Oh man.
Yeah, but to help you get a little thing started, we're going to go to canigeta.com to get a location, a relationship, or a word. Which one would you like?
I would like a location.
Apollo capsule.
Ooh. Okay.
Like the space Apollo.
Yeah. Or, whatever kind of Apollo capsule you can think of, I
Okay.
guess.
Okay.
Is there some particular way where I have to start?
No,
There's
it's
no,
up
like,
to
You're
you.
the
once
narrator.
upon a
It's
time.
your
We,
story.
Ha! All right. Are you ready?
We follow you, yeah.
In a time, which is just a construct. So really, in a place, which is another construct. So really, in a now. A capsule floats among the stars. An asteroid orbits around it, opens its eyes and looks inside. What's inside?
You see that? You see that, Jackson the goldfish? You see it? Oh, I don't know what that is. But there's so much you can't explain, Jackson the goldfish. You see, we're in space now. This is our place. This is where we're going to live. And one day this capsule will land on a planet that will be oh so sweet. And we'll call it, well, we might name it after you, Jackson the goldfish. Or we might name it after me.
Hey, little man in the little tin can.
Oh.
It's me, the asteroid.
Talking asteroid, my word. Well, I guess there's a lot of space that I can't explain. But how did you get your voice in this capsule, and how can you hear me? Can you hear me, or can you just talk to me?
There's a lot of things people don't know about asteroids. Mostly because they don't ask.
What the man didn't realize was that the asteroid had taken this capsule from a faraway planet, and it was his dream to replant it and see it grow into the tree of life.
You see, I'm gonna stick your capsule in the dirt somewhere and make a big pretty tree grow out of it.
Well,
And then when that tree grows,
not done.
I can get legs, and then when I have legs, I can get a good pair of pants. I've always wanted a good pair of pants.
Blub blub.
So, Jackson, not
What
now.
what did you say to me?
Don't talk back to
Blub,
him,
blub.
Jackson. This is a very sensitive situation.
Blub blub.
What the yet-to-be-named man's fish was trying to tell him was that he knew all along. He knew that this asteroid was coming, and he knew that he was going to take the capsule and replant it to spread life to another planet. He tried to forewarn the man,
Blub blub.
but does the man listen?
Well, you see, I suppose I better give you my name. I'm world-famous cartoon Tintin.
Okay.
Blub blub.
Yeah, Jackson, I've been fooling you all this time. I thought the fish wouldn't be able to recognize me, and it worked.
Blub 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 blub.
And I know that an asteroid like you might not know my situation. You might not know quite how famous of a cartoon I am. You might not even know what a cartoon is. So let me start from the
Oh, I know
beginning.
what a cartoon is.
Tintin then went on to mansplain what a cartoon was. And all this time, because of his credibility as a celebrity back on his planet, Euron, he thought that he knew everything, that he knew where the capsule was going, that he knew that the fish knew less than him. What he didn't know was that he was about to begin the greatest adventure of his lifetime.
You know, you didn't have to tell me all that. I
Blub,
know
blub.
what a cartoon is.
And you know who I am?
No.
Well, it seems like a little bit of it I had to tell you.
Well, you could have just told me that.
There's two
Actually, you
famous cartoons out there.
did. Yeah, no, I disagree.
There's
Whoa,
me,
whoa.
Yeah.
Tintin, at the start,
Never heard of you.
right at the top of the list.
Mhm.
And then there's
Top.
the man you could never find. Oh, I'm talking about Waldo himself. Oh,
Top.
he wore those striped shirts, and he would. You see, Waldo.
Is this the top of a list of losers?
No, it's the top of famous cartoons.
Okay.
Now, you want to know the tale of Waldo or not?
For who? Losers?
Oh, my God. You better just plant me right now and watch me grow.
Oh, no, we got to get to the fertile soil.
Wait, where's the fertile soil?
Oh, you know, it's down on planet 357.
Alongside, Jackson was busy giving autographs for his famous role of playing Nemo in Finding Nemo.
Blah, 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 blah. Oh, blah,
Tiny
blah.
little fairies gathered round to receive his autograph.
Thank you so much, Nemo. I saw
blub.
that movie. It was great. Great piece of animation.
Blah, 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 blah.
They really got your voice down,
Blah,
Pat.
blah, blah.
No, no, Jackson, you never told me you were a famous fish.
Blah, blah.
It appears we're all cartoons here, except
Maybe
for
you never asked.
you.
Blub.
That's true. You know, you're starting to make me realize
Yeah, that you're a horrible person.
that,
Blah, blah.
well, horrible, insensitive, I would say, more like it.
Yeah.
Let me explain to you what insensitive means. You
Oh,
see,
blah, blah,
Tintin then went on to mansplain what insensitivity had to do with absolutely nothing, because he himself didn't understand how to be a sensitive soul. And all of a sudden, the constructs of time and space came roaring back into the manifestation, and they realized they were approaching a planet of aquamarine vibrations, a recognizable color that the asteroid knew would offer soil to bring life to his capsule.
See that place with all the blue dirt?
yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna shove you so far into that dirt.
Whoa, wait a minute. Now you're telling me that the greatest planet in the world, Earth, doesn't have more a tasty fertilization
I don't know what you're
than
talking
that
about.
planet there?
That's
Blah,
planet.
blah.
Well, this is
Oh,
planet-
Jackson, you get what I mean.
This is planet 357. I'm gonna take you.
357.
357 approaching.
See?
Yeah.
You hear that?
Even my capsule knows where we're going. And it's a lot of confusion going on to me, and you're taking me to all these kinds of places. 357.
I thought I was pretty upfront about where I'm taking you right off the beginning. I
You-
don't know why you're confused.
You know, the only 357 I know is Heinz.
What about
So I don't give a goddamn about your planet.
what about the gun?
Blah, blah.
You're an American, aren't you?
How
An
did-
American astronaut.
How did you know?
No, your capsule says NASA.
357
I can't read.
approaching. Please swipe your passports and dispense coins.
Blah, blah.
Do you have $4 for the toll?
Oh, I got to spot you now, too.
If you could.
I just realized that I'm wearing a American flag onesie as well.
Thank you.
I just don't have any pockets in this thing.
I might have to pay them to take that.
Where ooh, don't take my clothes now. Where did we keep that loose change, Jackson?
Blah, blah, blah.
We're getting there. You better hurry up.
That's right. I put it in my sunglass
Do you
case.
guys have your
Thanks,
passports?
Jackson.
Do you guys have your passports ready?
Pat- no, I didn't think I needed
We're coming
to
up to
take my
customs.
passports
We're
into
coming up to
space.
customs. You're in space.
Here's the $4.
We
Let me
live-
shoot it out at you.
Oh, you-
357 states that you have violated Code 72
Blub,
of
blub.
refashioning a patriotic flag into a piece of clothing.
Oh, blub.
Please change clothing now.
Oh, great. Now they're going to strip search you at the border.
What now? What in the hell's going on here? If you can't wear an American flag onesie,
the capsule.
Oh,
do
shit.
it now. Pull over the capsule. We're gonna arrest. Are we gonna arrest
You
him?
better do what they say.
well, I don't know what else to do. I don't know.
They're border security.
Yeah, I'm gonna comply.
You better get over.
I am not a criminal.
Well, the longer you wait to pull over, the more they're going to think
I'm
you
pulled
are. a
over.
criminal.
I'm pulled over.
Okay. Step out of the vehicle. Is that what I say? I say step out
The
of the
capsule
vehicle.
comes to a close. It sits, hovers right above the planet before entering its atmosphere, and all of a sudden, it starts to break open. Out of it steps a being that even Tintin didn't realize was inside. Yo, fuck, that was a long journey. Where the fuck are we? Who are you?
I'm the customs official, and your space capsule was flagged for smuggling in illegal aliens and
We didn't-
holding up the toll line, and
This alien just clearly came from inside of your planet.
no, it was in your capsule. Were you not listening to the narration?
Yeah, it clearly stated that an
We wa-
alien being came out.
We watched what happened.
Yeah,
Okay,
we've all got 6
Jackson,
eyes.
is that true?
whoa, slow
Blub,
and hold
blub,
up.
blub.
It's what I saw.
First of all,
I'll meet you at the duty free.
I recognize that blub blub.
Blub, blub, blub.
And I need you to know that that sound was what brought me to life. I was only a spark within this capsule.
Blub.
Normally, my ancestors wait until we are planted into some sort of aquamarine planet. But there was some sort of vibration in the sounds coming out of that fish over there.
Blub, blub, blub,
Jackson, you call it?
Yeah, Jackson.
Jackson,
blub.
I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Oh,
Blub,
Jackson's
blub, blub,
my
blub.
fish, okay? Jackson, don't you start sweet talking now.
Blub, 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 blub.
Jackson's my fish, and you're... Jackson,
You-
my word.
I'm sorry.
Blub.
Did you just call him yours as if it was a possession that you could own?
Yes.
You think
I'm
that you own whatever land that you land on?
No, well,
You think the earth is just a dead thing you can claim?
Earth
Well,
is...
I know every rock and tree and creature has a
Blub.
life, has a spirit, has a name.
Wait a minute, do you have the rights for that song?
Really don't.
I
I
know.
really don't. But I heard it when I
Us
was
here
being
at-
sparked into life.
Intergalactic Customs are not very happy about taking songs and not having the rights to use them.
No, we don't fare too well with that.
And I don't appreciate you using music against me.
So I hope you guys cut that jibber jabber because it's time for the search.
Well, this guy says he's a celebrity. I'm sure he can pay for the
Oh.
fines.
Oh, celebrity, huh?
Don't worry, sir. You're going to get the full celebrity treatment. Now, drop them.
Oh, no.
Spread your legs and your arms.
Jackson, look away. I don't want you to see this.
Jackson,
Blub.
don't you turn away.
No, Jackson, don't listen. Don't comply to this one, Jackson.
Do you want to be next, Jackson?
Blub.
Then
Hey,
don't turn away.
It can't be law.
Now,
It's actually law right
yeah,
here.
read the
Read our
paper.
charter.
All goldfish must watch their masters get strip searched.
Well, we don't say masters. It actually says
It says masters
must
on here.
watch the masters and watch their friends get strip searched. The Masters, you know, the golf
Blub.
tournament.
Yeah, I know the golf tournament.
Yeah.
I know everything.
Yeah,
All right,
we
now-
don't like labels here.
Now I'm just gonna go up inside of you. All right,
You don't have to say that every time you do this.
but I'm just. I'm,
I
if
would
I don't
prefer
do
if-
the steps in my head, I don't remember to do it.
See, that's the thing. Do them in your head. Don't say them out loud.
All right.
If you're coming up to people saying, "I'm going to come inside you,"
I didn't
it's gonna
say
make
come
you-
inside you. I said go up inside you.
Either way.
Different.
Either way.
Meanwhile, while the custom agents, the border patrol agents, were strip searching Tintin, the fish, the asteroid, and the unnamed celestial beauty float off into the planet. They find a beautiful garden and sit down as they wait for their friend to be molested.
I'm so glad I got this imported water at the duty free.
I know, and they had vodka. Who would have thought?
What's vodka?
Blub.
Oh, here, switch bottles. I
It-
haven't hydrated in a while, so I might as well have water.
It looks like water.
Yeah, it pretty much is. It's, I guess you could call it happy water.
It
Fwanks?
doesn't.
Who wants fwanks? I got hot fwanks over here.
I don't know what a fwank is.
Blub.
Wait, it's a fwank. You want mustard on it or ketchup? You're in my park. You better buy a fwank.
I'm good, thank you.
I'll have a fwank.
One fwank?
Yeah,
Blub,
All right,
blub.
coming right up. It's going to be about 40 minutes now.
I'll have that yellow stuff on top, please.
Mustard?
Mustard. Yeah,
I offered. Yeah, okay.
you did offer.
it.
Yeah,
Blub.
it's just that one's my favorite, and I don't like to. use
Why are
it.
you getting cold feet?
Okay,
Do
I'm
you
sorry.
have commitment issues?
so I've never sold a fwank before, but I've always tried, and now I just don't know what to do.
How old are these franks then?
What am
about
I
as
about
old
to
as me.
consume?
You might not want to eat that.
They're
Frank.
about as old as me.
Sorry, Fwank.
These flanks are as old as me.
Blub?
And you're what, like 3 weeks old at least?
No, I'm 33.
Weeks old?
I'm 33.
33 what?
Years.
Years?
These flanks are 33 years old.
You're 33 years old?
Yeah, and I've been trying to sell them all this time.
But you got little baby arms and legs.
I grew up in this park, and I never got any bigger because no one ever took care of me.
Is that how babies work?
Yeah.
Whoa, wait, you grew up in this park? What's happening in that stadium right behind you? It seems like there's a big commotion happening today.
Oh, the stadium? Oh, that's where...
Son, why did you say we didn't raise you? Go.
Blub?
Shut up, Mom.
Flap, flap, flap.
You see, in the stadium back there, that's where they take all the criminals. And when they take the criminals into there, they give them a prostate exam in front of all the fair people of 357.
I don't know what a
Oh.
criminal is, but I always like seeing a prostate exam.
You don't know what a criminal is?
No, I know what
Let me explain it to you.
Okay.
Then the fwank seller went on to mansplain what a criminal is.
Blub.
Wow,
Oh,
weird. I just thought that looked like tennis. In my research growing up in that pod, I was traveling and reading, doing a lot of reading. I had nothing else to do while I was in that pod. And that looks like tennis to me.
You've been in the pod that long? You
Yeah.
must really be hungry. I got to get this flank ready for you.
Wait a minute. You think prostate exams are tennis?
Well, I mean, they have rackets.
Sure.
Look, those are rackets in their hands. They're making weird grunting noises.
I guess that's true. I never noticed the similarities between the two. I mean, I am an asteroid. I've never had to have anyone exploring in my back holes.
I also recognized that one holding a racket over there. That's the only picture that I had for reference when I was learning what tennis was. What's her name? I don't remember.
I don't-
Anyone remember her name?
Blub.
Oh.
Blub, blub.
Fishy remembers.
We'll call her Sly.
Blub. Hey, criminal, come on over. It's time for your prostate exam.
That's a great impression, Fishy.
Thank you.
I
Just,
didn't-
It's not an impression, guys. He's going to take me away.
Hey, sir, come on. We didn't finish the exam, you jerk.
No, I thought I got away, but they're running after me. No, this guy's actually Slash Stallone. I'd recognize him anywhere.
yeah, it's me, Sylvester Stallone.
You see the hands on this guy, the size of these bear paws? You think I want
Yeah.
that in my butthole?
My finger is big.
He's our best agent.
Now come on over. I'm gonna come inside you.
Nobody does it with such. I told you.
What? If I
Not-
don't say it out loud, I forget to do it.
They're going to do it in the stadium in front of everyone. Hell!
Well, I've already seen that porno, so I'm going to...
I have too. Doesn't mean I don't want to revisit it.
Well, you can go watch that. I'm going to check out and see if there's an open slot and I can play and see if I know how to do tennis.
I gotta find my capsule seed so I can plant the tree so I could get some legs and wear some nice pants.
But everyone, I got all your flanks here.
And all of the characters walked their own way, alone, into dark paths.
Son,
Mama just tried to sell some flanks.
throw me the breadcrumbs.
Tintin finds himself alone and naked, running around a dark forest, wondering if he had finally escaped the patrol agents.
They gotta be gone.
Hey, you jackass, I can see your wiener.
Meanwhile, just over the hump of land was Jackson. He had finally found a beautiful pool to swim in, and he was surrounded by fish that just looked like him.
Blub, blub.
The asteroid, over another hump of land, found himself deep inside a magical forest, and crystals surrounded him.
Well, this looks like a very pointy place.
The soil started to give away under his feet,
This is some good blue dirt underneath me.
and he started sinking
Oh.
lower and lower into the ground, unable to pull himself out.
Down I go.
The celestial being over another hump of land, who has yet to be named, saw shimmering light coming from beyond the trees. She floated before, opened her eyes for the very first time, and saw a mountain of kiwi jasper in front of her. And though it be a solid rock, she was able to walk straight through it. Underneath it, she found the asteroid's feet, hanging in a cave.
Hey, quit tickling my little tootsies.
Oh my god, are these attached to somebody?
They're attached to my bottom half.
Oh god, it's talking.
Somehow I grew some tootsie foots.
Are you stuck in this?
I am. I sunk down into the blue dirt.
Oh, you went the wrong way. You should have come from the bottom up.
Then my head would be caught. And that would be embarrassing with tootsies on my head.
Pass the capsule down. I'm sure it'll grow in here. It's surrounded by jasper. Anything can thrive in jasper.
That's true, but I don't need to pass it down if I already got some beautiful gams. That's the whole reason I came here, so I could try on a pair of pants.
Whoa. Are you saying that the Earth's blanket, this ground, is your pair of pants?
The blue
Did you just claim the ground as your pair of pants?
I guess you could say I did.
You think you own whatever land you walk on?
I own my pants.
And that the Earth is just a dead thing you can claim?
I'm not walking on it.
Well, I know
I'm wearing
every
it.
rockin' tree and creature.
Hey, you better stop it. I heard the song. We don't got the rights to it. You better keep it down.
Oh, you can talk to Tintin. He's my agent. You can probably find him running around naked in the woods.
I
Oh.
saw that jackass over there. His wiener was hanging out.
Oh, indecent exposure added to the list.
Yeah, go get him.
I better go get him.
Listen, it's always been my dream to be in a musical.
Is it?
Yes.
All right.
And I could never do it in the land that I was at before, in the previous incarnation that I existed in. Maybe we could start our own musical here in this gem forest.
Now, I've never met you before. I just was commenting on some jackass not wearing pants. I don't have any experience in the theater or doing musicals or even singing, but I mean, if you really want me to be part of your troupe, I guess I could do a couple of skits for you. I get a pretty good deal down at the Lions Club, too, so we can rent out some rehearsal space there. I'm sure we're going to want to. You don't know that jerk whose wiener was hanging out, do you?
No,
Okay, good. 'Cause
I
we
met
don't-
him on my way in.
We don't want him down there because, Fridays they do the fish fry, and it's going to scare all the old ladies and old guys away who are trying to drink their Labatt Blue and stuff.
Asteroid, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful improv troupe.
I'm up here.
Oh, sorry. I was talking to your feet again. You're sinking lower. This is not your foot.
My feet are talking? What? So, what's going on down there? I can't see.
Oh my god, I'm hearing other voices.
That's right.
Who else is up there with you?
Well, I was down on the earth, and then the top part, and I saw some guy's wiener, so I jumped onto this asteroid's asshole, and now I'm his legs.
I recognize that voice. I'd recognize it anywhere.
Oh, yeah?
God damn it, Jakarta. I've been trying to get away from you for years, for lifetimes. I'm reincarnated, and I finally found my way to a different pod, to a different planet, and you're here again? I want a different improv troupe.
That's right. It's me, Jakarta Grambolini, your old improv partner.
You ruined that one scene in that one audition, and I was almost on SNL.
Well, I don't know about almost. I mean, we were all in the room. And, it wasn't your best work. And, your impressions were a little weak. And as far as the character work goes, I don't think
There you
doing
go
the same
again with the
character
negativity.
5 times in a row is really going to get you on a
No
nationally
buts get you
syndicated-
nowhere, Jakarta.
So,
We
well,
want more yes ands.
Well, I'm living under a butt now as a pair of legs.
Hey, I found this Tintin guy you were talking about. His wang still
Jeez,
flopping
that
around.
jackass with his wiener hanging
Yeah.
out.
God, put some pants on.
They got me. Please, no. Don't let them do this.
I'm gonna put a pair of corduroy pants on you right now.
Hey,
Okay?
you still owe me
Oh my
$4 for the
You
toll.
came here in my capsule. There's got to be some kind of attachment here, right? Family? No.
No. No, you don't even own family.
Stow
Stop
away.
thinking you own things.
Probably just a stowaway.
Yeah, you don't own those pants. They're just on lease.
I'll have them.
One, you're wearing corduroy. Two,
Oh,
you don't
never
own me. I
mind.
always existed, and I'll exist even after you don't exist. And three, where is that fish you think you own? You lost your only friend.
I want to find them. I do, but they just keep taking me away, and they keep on splitting us up. I love them a lot more than just a pet and a owner. I love them like a best friend.
Hey, everybody, get a load of this chick. He loves a fish. What what a dummy.
Wow, that's
Where's his wiener hanging out?
no, it's a heartwarming story actually. I relate to you very much.
Can you take me to my fish then?
Yeah, he's in the arena
Please take
watching
me to my
Sylvester
fish.
Stallone give people prostate exams. Okay, come on, let's go. All right.
The group of them walked to the arena.
Oh,
and
you were all coming
there
too?
Was everyone followed?
Oh,
Yes, they
okay.
followed. They all
right,
followed you.
Come on.
And there was Jackson, now with his new posse. He seemed to have moved on from Tintin and finally found his own. He grew into his own fins, and did he feel like he even needed that friend anymore?
All right, Tintin, here's your fish. He's sitting on a bed.
Jackson, you seem quite relaxed. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry, and I need you.
Hey, sorry, if you want to talk to Jackson, you're going to have to talk to me first. I'm his new manager. I'm a goldfish.
Yeah, okay. Wait.
Yeah, Jackson doesn't want to talk directly to you anymore. So if you want any messages to get to him, you're going to have to pass them through me.
Our relationship is much worse than I thought.
Oh, yeah, he's told me so much about you. You're Tintin, right? I can tell by the corduroy pants. He foresaw it.
I'm glad they put the corduroy pants back on me.
We're all glad.
Tell Jackson that I miss him.
I'm sorry.
And I
I'm
want him back.
Jackson's manager's manager, and you're going to have to go through me if you wish to speak to Jackson's manager.
Wait. Everyone, I got your flanks.
Oh, this guy again.
Oh, perfect. My Franks are here.
Here's your flank.
Thank you.
Here's your flank. Finally making the sales. You proud of me now, Ma?
Where's my mustard?
I got it right here. See, I got all the condiments here. Ketchup, mustard, relish,
I'll have Wellish too, please.
barbecue.
Oh, it's in my eyes. How am I supposed to manage the manager now?
Flanksella.
Oh my god, somebody has to manage the manager. I don't want to be the only manager. Where's the line? The lineup is broken. It's breaking. It's breaking. Tintin broke it.
No, it's okay. It's okay, managers. You take a step back.
Wait, Jackson, is that you?
Yeah, being in that pool of fish gave me a new sense of confidence to speak in my own voice.
Wow, and beautiful lungs.
Thank you. I hold my breath for quite a long time. But, Tintin, I heard your apology.
And what'd you think?
It was all right, but if you do no longer claim authority and ownership over me, I think this could be a beautiful friendship.
I think that you guys can be like family, just like these condiments here. You see the ketchup, the mustard, and the
No,
relish.
Flanksella, you can leave now.
When they all come
No,
together,
no,
they're
okay.
family.
No,
They're
please,
family.
someone escort
Don't
him out of
drag
here.
me
No,
up.
no,
Wait,
yeah,
why are
okay,
my
no.
pants down? No, not a prostate exam. Audiences are clapping.
Yeah,
Son, I'm so ashamed.
all right, I'm gonna come inside you, little Flanksella.
I don't know. It sounds like this whole fish Chin thing sounds a little bit like some Stockholm syndrome kind of thing. You're going from like him having total dominion and like owning you to no, now we'll be friends.
You see, don't let him get into your head, Jackson, or you can if you want. You know, we're friends, so we're equals. But
Who are you?
Yeah, who are you again?
Tintin,
Oh, okay.
Wow, Tintin, why are you trying to impersonate Jackson's new
Yeah.
voice?
I don't like it.
See, he's trying to buddy you up.
Yeah.
He had his wiener out a minute ago.
Pull up your pants, please. They're falling down.
Sorry.
Can someone get this
sorry.
man a belt?
I suppose that I was in the wrong. Okay.
You suppose?
Yes, I suppose.
No.
But we're family, okay? Don't let them get in you. This isn't Stockholm Syndrome. This is us realizing when we're apart that we need each other. I need you, Jackson.
Wait a minute. He's right. Well, at least partly right. Because we are, in fact, at the Olive Garden. And when you're here, you are family.
Wait, the stadium was the Olive Garden?
Yes.
I mean, like,
I told you I
quite
needed
the
to play.
show having that 33-year-old man get a prostate exam when all he wanted to do was sell Franks.
Have you never been to the Olive Garden?
It's a treat for the entire family.
It's right next to the salad bar.
What the group didn't notice was that the celestial being had wandered backwards away and then jumped back into her capsule and started floating off the planet, leaving a brand new family that she had formed. And what they will come to realize, years down the road after strife and trouble, is that they did it. They formed life, another family, an inhabitant on a planet that was not theirs.
Spooked. That was scary.
Oh,
Whoa.
We created another world.
The
guys.
uncertainty
Yeah.
of life,
Yeah.
the breaking down of friendship, and
A good amount of nudity.
Will they end up working? Yeah, good
Yeah.
amount of nudity.
Being part of your
Hey, no.
world.
Oh, yeah.
It really got scary for that hot dog vendor.
oh,
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah, there was a lot of pant dropping.
Yeah.
So many wieners, I couldn't tell what was what.
I think the corduroys were definitely the scariest part of that.
That came from your back brain.
Ugh.
You pulled corduroys out
I-
into the ether.
I don't know who I am anymore.
How did you think of corduroys?
How did I think of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, where were those
Let's
sitting?
get into the mind of Colin Moore.
Oh, please, let's not. That's a can of worms we don't need.
What shelf do you store corduroy on? What's the next association?
Stale macaroni and cheese.
Wait, that's your association with corduroy?
Because I imagine the person who wears corduroys does not mind eating stale macaroni and cheese.
With no name ketchup.
oh
The worst.
Does he wear corduroys?
I think so.
Is your shirt corduroy?
no,
I mean,
no, this is
It's
not.
questionable. It's
No.
it's
Are
sideways
you eating
corduroy.
stale mac and cheese right now?
that's borderline.
No,
Where's the brand name of your ketchup?
no, no. I'm not doing this again. No. I can't do this again. Not again, please.
Hey.
No.
I'm trying to put down people in corduroy, so.
Quick, let's give this guy a prostate exam.
No.
Russ, do you bring the gloves?
3, 5, 7. Calling prostate
ready.
exam.
I guess he didn't.
No.
Oh,
I prefer no glove.
Well,
Sorry.
well, on that note, let's do some plugs.
Oh God.
Caleigh, anything to promote?
Oh, I guess the next episode of We're Totally Not Okay. And I'm just doing a bunch of film and television pieces right now, so I don't know when they're coming out. I wouldn't be able to
That's
give
fair.
you dates, and plugs
Yeah.
aren't solid without dates. So I'm just
That's
gonna
fair.
plug We're Totally Not Okay.
Perfect.
awesome.
Yeah, and we'll be tweeting that out at Spooked Podcast.
Yes, we
Cool,
will.
cool.
Rate both podcasts 5 stars. You can check them out at thesonarnetwork.com, as well as a full profile on Caleigh with direct links to the social medias. And subscribe to us on the old YouTube to watch this in video as well.
Yeah. We're just as pretty in visual as we are in
Yeah.
audio.
Give us 10 stars. Go in, rate us 5 stars
Yeah.
twice.
5 stars on iTunes, 5 stars on YouTube.
YouTube
Yeah.
doesn't use a star rating system.
Well, then what do they use?
Well,
They
go,
use a
no.
thumbs up.
What you do is you go to the comments section, you paste in some stars, you get out of there.
yeah.
Yeah,
Post.
emojis to save the day. That was fun, guys.
Spooked. This podcast has been brought to you by the Sonar Network. Sonar!